Hey y'all, welcome back to Everyday Oracle. This particular message is intended for anyone who identifies with the words or terms light worker, empath, starseed, mystic, shit, even magic or witch. It's basically intended for anyone who has any type of interest or has been drawn to lately the occult or anything metaphysical, comedic sciences. This is how the spread started. I was pulling cards, trying to basically tap into the energies around my birthday, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm sorry, in a couple of days. And I was basically asking questions like, can you tell me the intentions of this person? And what's up with that person? Trying to get the energies of the people around me. And that works a lot. However, tonight, Spirit wasn't giving me any information. And it just came through clear, like, okay, you need to ask some different questions. So I asked, what is it that I need to be worried about? What is it that I need to know to fulfill my destiny, to be a greater muse for the collective? What is it that I need to focus on to fulfill my life purpose? I started asking those questions, and the cards started dropping out quick, starting with the animal spirit deck. I came across zebra first, which is a fire sign, and immediately, of course, I seen the third eye. So I'm like, okay, I definitely need to focus on metaphysical, my third eye, seeing things, sight, developing my sight. Fire sign went to water, water, fire, and then on the bottom of the deck was air, the crow. So I'm going to read all these cards to you. After I pulled the animal, spirit, wild unknown deck, I went for the chakra deck. Chakra wisdom oracle, which creation came out. Then confusion. Then I went to the I went to the crystal wisdom healing oracle deck. So first thing out was malachite, and then Mukate Jasper. Then we went to the sacred geometry for clarification, and that ended on magic. Bottom of the deck was compassion. Now I tell you all the cards up front because this is the beauty of oracle decks. Now tarot, you have to, listen to the reader's interpretation of the cards, which is beautiful because it's still divine. The cards come out based on the energy that is surrounding what, you're thinking of, or the people that you're concentrating and meditating on. But with oracle decks, there is no interpretation necessary. Of course, you can always look at the colors and the schemes. A good reader will interpret the cards always. But the oracle deck makes it so plain and easy to read. Spirit is just letting you know, because out of all of these decks that I used, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different decks, all with at least 40 plus cards. Every card on this table is going to a same theme. And without further ado, let's get started with the zebra. So for the zebra card, it says eccentric, creative, visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. Now, when you're in balance, you're worldly, enthusiastic, fashion-forward. When out of balance, jaded, pouty, vain. But to bring into balance, an epic adventure or some artwork. Now, look at how beautiful that card is. Of course, the very first thing I thought of was the pyramid in the middle of her brow, the third eye chakra. And of course, that would be a visionary. Okay, welcome back. Sorry for that hiccup. My phone just stopped recording out of nowhere for no reason because I have plenty of space. But that's when you know the message is important, when you start having technical difficulties. So we just read Zebra, which again is all about the third eye, in my opinion, or being a visionary, being eccentric, being of use for the greater collective is where I left off. And that is definitely my goal, my incarnation objective. One of the reasons I feel my life purpose is to help other people be amused, to, share my story so that others may benefit and learn from some of the mistakes I made and some of the insights that I have as a Gemini, the messenger of the zodiac. Now, the second card that came out was Otter. Otter, of course, is a water sign. First thing I noticed when I looked at the card was the moon, so I started thinking of secrets and things like that coming to the head so everyone can see them. Everybody being able to enjoy life without any type of mask or illusion. It's hard to put into words the feeling that I get from this card, but let me read from the book. It says, Otter, unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck, the otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have the giddiness and reverence for life itself without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The Otter card begs you these questions and wants you to transport yourself to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, you're full of love and need nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, make silly excuses. To bring into balance, dance party or celebration. The otter. That makes sense. Now again, the beauty of the oracle cards is seeing how they all flow and connect. First sentence out on the zebra was also about being childlike. Because again, you got to embrace your childlike intuition, your untainted self to manifest. But let me just keep going on. Next card was also a water sign, which was dolphin. Dolphin, it says, is innately intelligent, a healer, light, blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human mind can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact that they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that these creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates their own power. So to finish off Dolphin, sorry about that hiccup again, my phone cut off, but we're going to keep going. The Dolphin card, when in balance, you're an active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimate your own power. To bring into balance, like-minded spirits. So surround yourself with like-minded spirits. Moving on to the Lizard card, which is, again, fire again. Lizard. You're definitely seeing the reoccurring theme here of childlike nature, letting yourself go, utilizing all of your talents to be a light worker, a starseed, using that light for the greater good of the collective. That was the message that I'm getting with that. Come on, lizard. What happened to my lizard with my fire? Okay. Fire lizard. I'm finding it, you guys. working. There we go, lizard. So the lizard card says instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, a dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what it is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, you're artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, you're elusive, non-committal, and flaky. To bring into balance a creative project. This made me think of all the people going outside too soon. I guess you need to be, again, still in that search for inner self. That's what it's all about, for real. I don't know. Using our creative abilities. That's certainly, again, and I was definitely talking about empaths. Being overstimulated. Large crowds can certainly get to you as an empath. Crowning on those cards or bottom of the deck was crow. And of course I noticed that big orb. It looks like a magical bar sitting on, birthing whatever he wants. The magician. A crow says spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. Air sign. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, you're psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, ungrounded, hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation practice. All right, moving on before my phone cut off again. Creation. Now that's a different deck. This is taking us to the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. Still though with the same message, I'm telling you, Spirit is good for me to pull out the same story out of 5 different decks. Creation. This is the she shaman. Look at her. Look at that orb she's holding. Again, like the crow. The she shaman says, I will guide you to your muse. And that's what I was asking Spirit. I want to be a muse. Okay. And I know there's so many of you guys out there. Starseeds, Lightworkers, Empaths. Creation. The legend is, in a time before history, she shaman walks the earth, bestowing artistic talents to a select few. One day she rests under a birch tree. Hey, says Birch, I want my muse too. Birch entertains the she shaman for a long time, singing and telling tales. She shaman smiles. My great friend, you have had your art all along. She vows that from then on she will give everyone their own gift. To this day, she shaman has never left us. We see her inside every creative work. And that's beautiful. I swear, as soon as I was reading that, I started thinking of the color purple. And Suge Avery said, she said, I think it pisses God off when you walk past the color purple and not notice it, not pause and see it in the field. She says, you ever notice that trees, like this birch tree that they talking about, trees do everything people do to get noticed? We sing and we dance just trying to be noticed. The trees do everything that we do except walk, she said. Oh, I think that's what she said. All right, on the bottom of the deck was confusion. Now I'm noticing that they're both neutral colors from the chakra deck, both gray. Confusion says, every silver lining has a cloud. The legend is, Jana climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. There is another man waiting in the wings. There always is. Silver cloud surrounds her and is cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, The fog clears, revealing the town far below. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much farther than she's realized. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. The inspiration of this card is through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. Personal inquiry is, can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? The key ideas behind this card is allowing confusion, spiritual support, and consequences of actions. Finding love. Keywords are clarity, support, revelation. The meditation behind this card is close your eyes and visualize the room you are in. Focus on one object in the room. When you are relaxed, sense the presence of the silver cloud. When the object is no longer visible in your mind's eye, relax even more deeply and breathe. You are in a space of not knowing. It is a completely safe environment. Ask for the highest good, and this shall be revealed. And I'm sorry, guys, getting so excited about the Suge Avery and the color purple, I haven't finished the card of creation. So the inspiration behind that card was, your path is an artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. It is time to make decisions. The personal inquiry of this card is, ask yourself, am I waiting for someone's permission to create my life? What do I need to see in order to claim my own gifts? The key ideas behind this card is opening to magic, lasting transformation, divine feminine, awakening creativity, finding your muse, owning your gifts. Keywords are creativity, muse, and magic. The meditation on this card is, open a notebook to a clean page. Close your eyes and imagine the she shaman standing in the mist, holding out her hand. Follow her into the mist. As you walk, she motions you to sit. Ask for her guidance. Pick up your notebook and write. Simply write whatever comes. Do not censor or judge the words. They may not mean anything right now, but they will. Thank the she shaman for her visit. Beautiful. Now the next deck that I pulled from was the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck. I'm going to end this video before the video cuts off, and then we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Now the first card that jumped out of the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle was Malachite number 5, which stands for change. And the first thing I noticed when I pulled the first card and then looked at the bottom of the deck for number 3, Mukite Matte Jasper. Number 3 is all about understanding. You know, knowledge, wisdom, understanding is the third. First thing I noticed, though, is they birth purple colors, which represents the crown chakra. So without further ado, Malachite. The subconscious mind. Malachite brings to light ingrained programming and toxic beliefs. An amulet against pain, this is a powerful stone for emotional transformation. It stimulates the survival instinct. Unconscious programs or beliefs cause psychosomatic disease. Go willingly into the depths. Therapy may be needed. Your deepest fears become your greatest gifts as hidden abilities come to light. Go where angels fear to tread and bring back insights for your own healing and that of others. Explore your depths. Danger threatens. Not all is as it seems. Stand firm in your power and have no fear. You survive. Protect yourself against unseen forces or powerful minds that try to manipulate you. Learn psychic protection. Take a course to call up past life skills. Spread your wings. Do not become embroiled with a charismatic man. The healing insight of this card is detoxifying your mind, body, and emotions and recognizing deep psychosomatic causes of disease are a path to well-being. The frequency of this card is earthy to high. Chakras are heart, base, sacral, and solar plexus. Transforming your subconscious mind is the soul path of this stone. Now the Mukite, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Mukite jasper, number 3. This stone, it says, it's the Dreamtime stone. Mukite jasper balances inner and outer experiences. It encourages versatility and openness to new experiences, helping you to choose the right path. A powerful being, you have roots that go far back into the past. What you dreamed, you created. Reap rewards or rectify imbalances. Turn failure into a learning experience and start over. Remember to offer friendship to assist others who tread the same path. Your instinctive wisdom inspires them. Check your diet. Put your skills to use vigorously. Adventurous times lie ahead. Worry not. You are protected against deceit and enemies. Recognize your strengths. Stay positive and pragmatic. Reject unrealistic ideas. Avoid pride and despair. You have stamina. Wait patiently. If 2 courses of action are open, go for the straightforward one. A professional challenge, such as a job interview or presentation, is successful. Okay, the healing insight behind this card is you are what you eat. Good nutrition with wholesome organic foods sustains your well-being. The frequency of this stone is earthy to medium, and the soul path is drawing on ancestral wisdom. Wow. Now you definitely notice the theme behind these cards. All adding up together. God is good. Now the last major deck that I drew from was the Sacred Geometry Wisdom deck, which I love. One of my favorite decks. Card that came out of that was 31 Magic, which is for foundations. Look at the beauty of that card. I love the Sacred Geometry deck. I swear, those symbols just stand out to me. They are so beautiful. I love the color in this deck. Alright, number 31, Magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond the moment, to move towards possibilities and experiences that are grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Oftentimes, what we consider to be magic is simply that which we cannot explain with the perimeters of our existing belief system or reality. If we haven't seen something before, or we were never taught that something could exist, then it must be magic if we clearly experience it or observe it. Magic could be described as the explanation we give for something we perceive as real, even though science has not yet been able to prove or explain it. Our minds struggle to accept it. Throughout history, humans have had a profound fascination with magic and a deep fear of it as well. Magic holds seemingly unseen and unknown possibilities that can be of immense value. Yet our lack of understanding and control makes us fearful of it. We assign great power to it, as described in countless fairy tales, myths, and legends in which magicians, sorcerers, witches, and wizards play significant roles. Perhaps our deep fascination with magic is our own unconscious desire to alter our existing reality and expand beyond our current state to become a much grander expression of who we really are. Magic helps us believe that anything is possible, even the things that seem impossible or make no sense. Magic is another word for manifestation. What is clear is that magic requires a deep and unwavering intent and conviction on the part of the magician. An uncertain and questionable abracadabra will simply not do. Changing our reality starts with a deeply rooted belief that we can. When we are deeply connected to ourselves and to Source, our presence is without doubt. This solid connection is the secret power of all the great sorcerers and wizards who, based on their conviction, intention, and trust, are able to perform great magic. The purples, including indigo and violet, are a combination of red, the warmest color, and blue, the coolest color. Purples are associated with the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, representing our psychic, extrasensory abilities as well as our mysterious connection to Source. It is why they have been associated with magic and mystery throughout history. The center of this activation card represents our radiant core, which is strongly anchored into that source and facilitates our ability to perform our magic with great power and energy. The transparencies represent the vague and elusive spiritual world in comparison to our solid and form-based physical world. Try this. Take a moment to go inside yourself and remember where you came from. You are magic, made of energy, pure consciousness. You are a conduit between the world of spirit and the world of matter. You have magic abilities that are far beyond what the existing belief system can explain. How do you perform your magic? What is it that you want to create? Now that is a powerful card. I love that. Magic. Now, of course, when I got to talking about the purples, I went back to the chakra. You see how everything is connected as usual. Mbutu. Let me go on to the last one from this deck, which is number 15, compassion. Of course, that's needed to create the magic. It says, the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and to be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from the source through our heart and into the world. The word compassion derives from the Latin words com, meaning with or together, and pati, meaning to suffer. So compassion can be described as the act of sharing in or being with another's struggle or suffering. Oftentimes, it includes the desire to alleviate this discomfort through benevolent action, sensitive understanding, and warm support. Compassion holds the highest energy of all human emotions. It is at the center of the multidimensional communication between the human being and his or her highest self. And this communication is exclusive to humans who have the unique capability to feel emotion that is rooted in their connection to Source. Human emotion can also shift reality. We can choose to move into an emotional and with that shift the reality we are experiencing. Human emotion can also shift reality. We can choose to move into an emotion and with that shift the reality we are experiencing. When we reach an inner state of balance based on wisdom and maturity, and we feel empathy without attachment to our own projection or expectation, compassion easily flows from our heart to others, to our planet, and to ourselves. The frequency of compassion reminds us that each one of us walks a unique and individual path in life, and that we create this reality based on the emotions and experiences that we choose for ourselves. The greens in this card represent a heart that is open so that love and compassion can flow freely without restraints. The turquoise symbolizes the high heart, the place where the energies from the heart and those from the throat merge into loving expression of truth. The water in the background indicates the emotional plane. The 6 shining flowers epitomize the light that is generated by the compassion that flows from an open heart. The number 6 is associated with love and relationships, harmony and balance. The flower in the middle represents the core of our being and our connection to Source. The colorful flower at the top is our shining expression on earth when that connection is solid and deeply rooted within ourselves. Try this. Take a deep breath and close your eyes for a moment. Move your awareness to your heart. Think about all the people that you love and the gifts that they bring to your life. Now move your awareness to the people who challenge you. Can you see the gifts that they bring you? And that's a good one. It's easy to see the things that we love about the people that we love, but the people that challenge us and bring us some heartache, we don't see how those people benefit us all the time. But of course, everything in life is a test. Everything is connected, as you see with this reading and these cards. To finalize it, I pulled a couple from what I call my love deck. I don't know what the name of the deck is anymore. I lost the book, but it says, souls that belong to each other will always find their way together. Souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. And the bottom of the deck on that one was, try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Alright, I think this message was received. It was certainly good to read for you. Follow me on YouTube at Empress Nicole Black Queen. The link is in the bio and on my page. I'm going to put this on Instagram probably since the video kept cutting off. I guess it was meant to be. And of course you can follow it on YouTube. Love and light.